What's up, guys? My name is Jomel Socorro,
My name's Duran Gaddis.
and we are the Wannabe Boo Podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for life. This is episode 19, and
The
how are you,
big
Duran?
1-9.
How are you, Duran?
I'm doing pretty well actually. If you guys remember last episode I said I was going to wait, did I say I was going out of town last episode?
I don't know, actually. I don't know if it was on
Well,
podcast.
maybe it wasn't. Well, I'm out of town. Um as of this video, I'll be back when it comes out, but we have to record beforehand.
Yeah,
Um
we're recording separately, actually, and we're not even in the same room anymore.
Right, we're not in the same room. I'm all the way down in past the corn in Illinois. He's back up near Chicago, so we had to, figure it out. And he let me borrow half the setup, so I'm set up here at a friend's place, and we're trying to work this out. So if the internet graces us with his good graces, and I won't have to constantly ask Jomel to repeat himself or me, but be prepared for that this app.
Yeah, so because right now we're doing like a remote Discord setup, so we're gonna see how this goes. So far, it's been holding up on my end because on my end of the recording end, so it's been holding up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting any blips so far.
All right. Well, hopefully we won't get any by the time we finished.
Hopefully not, because there was a weird power thing last night. So hopefully the internet doesn't just or like the power doesn't just cut and everything is just like scrambled and crap.
Well, today we actually got a really bad storm and our power cut a couple times.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was. Was because it didn't rain last night.
Well, it's kind of raining today, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A little bit drizzly at least up here.
Mm-hmm. All right, but also, well, how are you doing, Jomel? Before we get into the meat, the thick juicy meat.
The thick juicy meat of today's content.
That's right.
Well, I am actually doing pretty good this week so far for me. It actually went by pretty fast. Well, not really in a way. Work went by pretty fast.
That's good.
We also had our annual company picnic that my workplace also holds. It was pretty lit.
Normal stuff. Ooh, man.
Yeah,
look at
right.
that.
They were like hot dogs, ribs, and like we rode boats, and a bunch of like office worker stuff.
Yeah, a bunch of boring shit. Yeah, I got
you. I don't know if you ever saw the video, John, that I posted.
Mm-mm.
No, well, I posted a video of like part of the picnic, and like because they also had a DJ and crap like that. So, and the deck, sort of like the deck area, ended up being like a dance floor. So everyone was kind of just like huddled up and like just partying. And I kind of you kind of forget that I work at an office space, but everyone's like just like getting lit and turned up and shit. So it was quite funny.
Jesus. But
So,
I mean,
I'm over there. I'm at the back end over here, and then watching this guy like do some weird like butt twerking and like just really fluid movements, and I find out he's a manager of like sales and crap.
What? You right?
I'm like, Jesus Christ! I don't know how I'd feel if I was working his department and all that.
Oh, I mean, it's a good time.
Yeah, I guess.
Good old dance party in the sales department. Everyone bring some fucking lube.
Oh God. But that was fun though. Some of the coworkers and I, we were like riding like paddle boats and crap like that because it was free for us that day. That was pretty fun. I mean, one of my coworkers was kind of drunk, so she was just like hanging in the back, taking pictures and just being her. I guess.
Drunk. Yeah.
But that was all good fun and games.
I got pretty drunk yesterday.
Oh, oh yeah, I figured. I saw that Facebook post you made.
Yeah,
Was it a party?
No, we were playing a game and we decided to drink, and I kept drinking.
Oh, okay.
I didn't black out. I remember everything, and I confess every fetish, most of the fetishes that I have on hentai. No, all of them.
I forgot to mention. Yeah. This weekend is also the weekend of Exxxotica 2018.
I remember hearing.
Annual porn convention. I actually went.
You
Yesterday.
went?
I went yesterday.
Oh, was it fun?
It was an experience. I got the first thing that Kevin, because I went with me, Kevin, Jeff, and Lewis, and
Hmm.
the
Oh,
first
you
things
know Lewis was going.
the first things that Kevin and I did was we went to the Dungeon Experience booth.
Mmm. Tasty.
It's so funny because like we had like Kevin was like so into it too, so like they had him after we signed all the shit. It was all free too,
Hmm.
so they had him bent over and then they started like smacking his ass with like their hands and then paddles and then flog.
Oh God. Oh
And,
man.
and then at the end of it all, we all had a mini competition where each one of us would like be strapped onto a giant pinwheel, be spun around a bunch of times, and also getting flogged and whipped
Oh my God.
for a good. I lasted the longest with like 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Well, there's your fetish.
Cause I got spun a bunch of times. I was like upside. I was up like upside down. They
Hmm.
flogged me a bunch of times. I didn't actually feel too bad actually. Like it was like a leathery kind of flog, so it had a bit of a sting, but it was still soft a bit.
You enjoyed it.
I did. And then the guy brought out the dragon's tail whip, which was like kind of like a mini short whip, and he
Uh-huh.
like whipped it right at my nipples, and I was upside down too, so I had blood rushing to my head. My
Mhm.
nipples were chafing, and then like
Were you shirtless?
I was not shirtless for this,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay.
I
All
didn't.
right.
I didn't have that much confidence in myself,
Fair enough.
but I did enjoy my experiences there. Kevin and Jeff, they went around trying to find people that could step on them.
Of course they fucking did. Oh
Unfortunately,
my God.
Unfortunately, they couldn't find anybody that was willing to step on them because apparently femdom is not really popular, at least in real life porn situations or normal porn situations.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah, because apparently when we asked a lot of the entertainers and all
Mhm.
that, they didn't know what that was. They didn't know what femdom was, or at least they didn't do it. That kind of thing.
I think it's because you were calling it that. Just call it S&M.
Oh, is that what? I mean, is that what it'd be?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess they wanted specifically to be dominated by a female, so
Yeah. So masochism.
like, I guess so. But in the end, like Jeff and them got to like get on him. I went on it too. Like there was like a miniature bed where like one of the like there was this porn star, like she would just like lay on top of you, and then her breasts would kind of just hang in your face. And Jeff apparently just like got right in there and started motorboating the hell out of her.
Oh my God. I'm so jelly. I'm super fucking jealous. Oh my God. Why I have to come here? Could have been at a fucking porn expo.
Exactly. And also, and one weird thing happened. Kevin got like called out and like
Mhm.
randomly talked to by Alexis Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we didn't know who she was at first because she was like just like doing small talk with us. Like it was outside the convention area, so we
Yeah.
just thought of her like a normal. We thought that she was an attendee and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then as we walked around, it turned out she was Alexis Texas because we ran into her booth and shit.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool.
What'd she want?
No, she would just like I guess we were like walking around and then I think Kevin was doing something and she commented on it and they were kind of like just sparking in a small conversation
Mm-hmm.
about that or whatever he was doing. So
Yeah.
that was a lucky break for him.
Oh man.
I will say this though:
Man.
when there's large breasts, there's also large penises.
Oh, I'm
So,
sure.
Like
I'm sure there was a lot of dicks.
yes, like my God, like the schlongs on these guys, Jesus
Yep.
Christ, like.
Yep.
There were like when some of the girls would switch out with some of the guys, these things would like just hang down a good like halfway through their femur, just hanging out like a
Halfway to their
jellyfish.
femur.
yeah. It was some I wouldn't know what to call it, but like impressive, because
Yeah, that's all you can say.
they didn't really have like a normal jock strap. It was like a cock sock of some sort,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of like hung out. And then it was so funny because like it got to the point where they were playing like baseball with it with like little like balls and crap. Like they
Uh-huh.
would like use their dick to like as a bat, and people would throw like little balls at them. It was
It's weird.
it was quite impressive. And at one
It's
time,
impressive, sure, but it's so fucking weird.
no, yeah, definitely. Because then I was walking around, I turned around, and there was this big massive black dude, and I turn around, and I look down and see this giant like long red thing. I'm like, oh shit, that's his dick.
It's coming for me.
Exactly.
It's attacking. I can't stop it.
I
No.
was like, oh shit.
Oh my god.
But I have to
Oh,
say
but I'm
though, a
so.
lot of the stuff there was actually pretty affordable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like
Like not like Ace and expensive.
not like
Or
it's inexpensive. No, definitely not.
if
But
you
like,
want your chocolate dildo, you can get one.
yeah, exactly. Because I mean, surprisingly, out of all the stuff there, a lot of stuff that we could like, I guess, ask some of the exhibitors were like
Mm-hmm.
free. Like example, like the one like Kevin Jeff getting motorboated by like this massive tit entertainer. That was
Oh,
free. That was
so
completely free.
jealous. Oh
I
my
got to go.
god.
I got to like lay in bed with like three different entertainers and have them just like grasp upon my body, and that was free too.
Oh man.
Um, what was the other one?
What the fuck did you have to pay for?
The entrance was $50, so that
Ah,
was a big
fair enough.
mass. That was a big schlong of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean even the dungeon experience was free too. That was a lot of that was free. What you could pay for though is like certain pictures. Like there are certain like actual porn stars and entertainers that you could get a picture and also like an autograph of
Mm-hmm.
them. But that would be
Yeah.
like $10. Like honestly, it was like $10, and sometimes you can get like different poses. Sometimes you can ask if you would ask if you ask politely, they allow you to like motorboat them or just like have your head rest on their breasts and take a picture because they were just cool with it as long as you were cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
then like
As
and
long as you're
then
not weird about it.
no, yeah, exactly. And then another thing was like you can also like spend $10 for like a lap dance for like one of the cam booths.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin got in that, and Jesus Christ, I've never, oh man. So, Gerard, remember how he was, remember the feeling you get whenever you saw Kevin with his significant other during that time?
Yep.
Imagine that times like five. It was,
Oh my god.
this was, the thing is though with this lap dance, you also had the liberty of doing whatever you want, touch wise to them. So he
No.
was like grabbing her ass, he was like grabbing her breast, and then apparently she asked him to choke her. So I'd see like Kevin try to like choke her neck and shit like that, and he was just all up, and he even like played her ass like a pair of bongos and shit like that.
Oh man.
I have video and all of that, so I'll show you when you
Oh
get back.
man. All right. God damn, am I fuck? Spent $100 down here eating fucking $50 and $60 to have a real good time.
Yeah, no, I can apparently like even though Jeff like really went all out, he only spent like $73 or something.
That's honestly not bad.
It isn't. I mean,
Like,
it's almost next year. It's every year, so.
well, I won't be here next year. I
Oh,
could visit.
you could visit, for the weekend, for the Exxxotica weekend.
Oh, I'll fucking trust me. Though I'd have to decide whether I'm coming down for Ace or I'm coming down for Exotica because I
Why
couldn't
not?
do both.
I don't know. Why not both? They're both
'Cause
summer events.
yeah, you're right, but they're like months apart.
Yeah, 1 month apart,
Yeah,
essentially.
it's too long.
I mean, maybe I don't know. We'll have to find out. I would recommend because I mean it was my first time going, and I would definitely want to go back next year if you were gonna come. So.
Oh, I'd fucking have a blast. I would be poor. God.
Probably. I've never seen Jeff so happy in his life. Like he was walking around hugging a bunch of different exhibitors, and they were just like cool with it too, as long as
Of
you weren't weird.
course. Exactly.
Like,
Just
he just got in their breasts and were like, just fucking Jesus Christ.
oh man.
But that was my weekend.
Well, don't make me any more jealous. Let's talk about fucking E3.
All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes
God
of this
damn it.
this week.
So fucking E3 is underway, and I'm depressed now.
I'm sorry, Toronto.
Like I was all excited to talk about E3. Like, yeah, cool games came out. Bethesda wiped the floor with everybody so far, and like, yeah, it's great. And you fucking start talking about fucking yeah, we went to a fucking titty convention. I'm like, yes,
And then wipe the floor with their titties.
exactly. And I'm like, well, there goes my weekend or my week.
I'm sorry, Gerard.
But all right, so what fucking happened first? EA did a thing. They came out with some games. So did Microsoft and places. All right, let me put on the entertainer pizzazz. Give me a second. So E3 was underway, and it started. It's not gonna work.
No.
So it's it started. What's today? Sunday. It started yesterday
Yeah.
with EA, as I said, which is Electronic Arts for those plebs that don't know. EA's got a pretty bad rep these days, but their
Yeah.
conference was not awful, from what I remember. Granted, I don't think I got to catch the beginning of it, but what they did show was encouraging, I guess. You want to call it that?
I didn't watch E3s. I mean, sorry,
Right, you missed it.
EAs. I didn't watch EAs. What did they showcase?
All right, so here, let me scroll back in the old Facebook chronicles here.
By the way, Jerron is live posting all E3 related things. So if
Yes,
you were to follow him on Facebook, or you would get all your latest and greatest E3 goodness from him.
that's right.
I know. I have been getting that all day.
Yep. Um, I all right. So I need to rewatch EA's, to be honest, because I know I missed some stuff, but I cut in when they released Unraveled 2. And if you've ever heard on, I'm gonna whatever games we're talking about, I'm gonna try to go through quick unless they're big games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, so fucking yeah, so Unraveled 2 came out. If you don't know what Unraveled is, you're playing a little red yarn demon looking fucker and you go solve memories. Unraveled 2 is literally just, hey, same idea except it's two-player.
Okay, so it's co-op.
And you're like connected to each other or something.
Okay.
Let's see, what else we got? We had oh, well, that and Anthem. Again, I'm pretty sure they released more. Oh, they talked about Battlefront and they're coming out with the DLC. I didn't get to look at that because
Oh,
I'm not. Yeah,
I think I know what it is. I think it's the I kind of just scrolled past it like a while ago. It's the
yeah.
Clone Wars DLC.
Yeah. Clone Wars DLC. They're coming out with like General Grievous, Obi-Wan,
Like young Obi-Wan,
young
the
Obi-Wan, people from that movie.
droids, the
Yeah.
what is it? Man, the CIS, I think.
Yeah.
The separatists and all that.
Yeah.
You get your droid goodness. I don't know. I'm still surprised like they're still trying to pump out like Battlefront stuff after all the backlash, like this past couple of years.
Right.
But I do want to talk about Anthem though, because I did actually
Yes.
watch that part of Anthem, that part of the conference.
Oh my God. So, all right. So there's a lot of speculation that Anthem's gonna be trash because that people thinking it's coming out early. Well, let me talk about what Anthem is real quick. Anthem's essentially like, I guess fantasy futuristic kind of world where this world's completely mostly surrounded by nature and shit and giant monsters and shit, and you called a freelancer, you fly around in this mech suit called a lance or a javelin. There's 4 different classes of javelin. Heavy, like Colossus, which is your tank, heavy damage. You got your storm, which is like kind of like your mage kind of deal. You got your I think it was called the front runner. I don't remember. It's kind of your fast scout, and then you have the ranger, which is missiles, I guess. I don't know. So it looks pretty interesting, and it's supposed to be like I don't know, it's not seamless like single player, but it's gonna have a single player story where you can do that either with you can either do that with your team, with friends and stuff, or you can do it alone, and you can fly around, you can shoot missiles, you can do all this stuff. It looks really pretty. Outside of that, I mean, it looks like it kind of looks like Destiny in a sense, or people are comparing it to like Warframe fused with Destiny.
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to be the Destiny killer.
Yeah, maybe, hopefully. I don't like Destiny, so.
I mean it's already. I mean just from what I've seen, it looks promising, but this is EA we're talking about.
Right. So it could be good because they produced A Way Out and that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because even like the gameplay looks pretty. It's seamless to the point. It's seamless to where like you can go from like I guess like your hub area to like your mission area. Like it's all flyby like a flyby kind of
right,
scenario.
right,
Like
and that's what I'm thinking. But the problem that I'm seeing personally is that yes, there's it's cool to be able to fly around and do stuff, but how open is the game? Because
how
like,
open world it is.
and how much content is there? Because one
Yeah.
problem that Warframe and Destiny had a problem with is that there wasn't enough content. I'm like, and sure, they're not gonna it's not gonna be a ton of content as soon as it comes out because they want to set up DLCs and stuff like that. They're still gonna add to the game because in this video game business era, I guess it's the era of the DLCs and add-on content.
Right.
So I'm hoping it's at least by yourself you can get a good like 400 hours just maybe not necessarily new content, but like the content is fresh enough to want to either redo or you have to redo one to get to the other or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I'm like what I'm looking at is that I'm hoping like um because it's gonna be like no, it's gonna be a kind of a grindy game, but I'm hoping like the kind of grind you get out of these out of
Right,
Anthem is gonna be like worth it.
right, exactly. Because games like Destiny, well, Destiny's kind of grindy. It's not like the worst grind in the world, but
I mean
it's
this
like
is yeah. I mean in comparison to like D1 season one, then that was
yeah,
grindy as hell.
yeah. And then if you've ever played Warframe, that shit's that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like goddamn, like all right. So I know it's not going to be free, but Warframe is free to play. Just a quick side bit. If you get very very limited inventory space, the whole idea of the game is like all these different like technically classes of Warframe that you can use. If you're a free to play player, you can only use two. Too bad.
Yeah.
Either buy credit to expand or get the subscription. Go fuck yourself, whatever. And you can grind for in-game currency, but it's good luck.
It's a hell to grind for,
And
honestly.
it's yeah, but that's that. And so I'm hoping with Anthem, I know it's not going to be free to play, and I'm fine with that, but I'm hoping there's enough content to tide people over until they start adding shit, and the story's interesting, single player or otherwise.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Much definitely.
but that's as far as I know about EA from Saturday.
I mean,
Yeah,
Bungie did a thing as well.
Bungie did
Actually,
it. I didn't. I
it was sort of
unfortunately missed them.
it was sort of a. I mean, it wasn't like it was a pre E3 kind of thing.
Oh,
I can fill in the details of this. This was like
yeah,
during.
yeah.
This was actually during the middle of the week. This is during the. That was actually then back in June 5th.
Mm-hmm.
They released their announcement for the next major update for Destiny 2,
Oh, okay.
which is the Forsaken update.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it. It looks. I mean, it's supposed to be the next Taken King update, where it's massively changed the game. They
Mm.
what they're telling us is a lot. Like they actually are reworking a lot of things, like the weapon setup. They're bringing back RNG in the weapons, where you can get random rolls for different specialties you can get in your weapons or different kind of like perks and shit like that on your weapon instead of having the same weapon have the exact same kind of perks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
it's
they're
gonna
essentially just reworking the whole game.
essentially yeah like
Okay.
they're reworking the whole game and I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I mean I like the fact that they're going to go all out for this one.
Mm-hmm.
The only
Well, they
thing
need to because Destiny's fallen.
exactly. I mean, if it doesn't go well, this update will be its Forsaken update,
Yeah.
quote unquote. No pun intended.
Well, I mean, it'll be fucking done. Like,
But I mean, the one thing I'm concerned about is that in order for you to actually play the update, you're actually required the first two DLCs that came out this past year.
didn't Taken King do that?
Yeah, in a way, but it wasn't as bad as way back then
Mm,
though. Like
okay.
like the drought, the drought this time around for Destiny 2
Mm-hmm.
was massively just like dry when it came to content.
Mm-hmm.
So and like right now, like the Forsaken update is going for $40 at the moment.
Okay.
But that's
That's not bad
that's
for
Forsaken by
DLC
itself.
wise.
That's Forsaken by
Oh.
itself though, because if you have to get both previous DLCs, that's $20 each. So you're spending
Mm-hmm.
$80 in total just to get the Forsaken update if you haven't even thought about purchasing the past two DLCs.
And if you don't have the game,
Exactly.
you're
And
paying
then
over like $120,
and
if
then
if probably more.
right. And then they also like announced like their the next yearly pass and all that.
Mm-hmm.
They have their different prices, and it's more updates that come, for the winter update, and then spring and summer, and that's coming. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's coming around like around $30 for that yearly pass.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the Forsaken update enough is already gonna be $40, and if you want the yearly pass for the next season, that's gonna be another $30. So you're spending $70. And if you didn't get the past two DLCs before you can even get Forsaken, you got to spend 40 just to even get to the Forsaken route.
Jesus Christ.
So the financial process of this is a bit overwhelming.
That's an
Despite
understatement.
yeah, despite them essentially overhauling the whole Destiny 2 and all that. I don't know.
Mm.
I'm not completely sure. I might hold off a bit and then actually have the community just tear apart Forsaken and see how it actually goes.
I mean, that'd be probably one of the best idea you can do right now.
Right, because like, I mean, I've been a Destiny person since day one with Destiny 1.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not exactly. Actually, for like week 3 in Destiny 1, I was one of the early people. I
Yeah.
I experienced all the good, bad, and ugly of the entirety of the Destiny franchise,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I'm gonna have to hold off and see where the community takes it. How far does Forsaken like really go? Because they're claiming a lot of things, and I want to know if they're gonna hold all if they all that's gonna hold up true come September.
I don't know. I feel like they always claim a bunch of bullshit though.
There's a lot of hype, yeah. There's usually a lot of hype for that,
Yeah.
but I'll have to see. I mean, September's a long way. They have plenty of time to do any last minute things,
Right.
before the next update. And then I give it like maybe what? I give it until the December update,
Mm-hmm.
at when to see just to reflect and see how the community is, how far the community is taking it apart and all that, and see if it really held up to what Bungie is claiming
Right.
over then.
But yeah, like you said, we'll see. But I didn't even hear that Bungie had done a thing earlier.
Yeah, I mean it was the middle of the week, so it was sort of weird. It was sort of
Mm-hmm.
like their weekly, like kind of like hot fix updates, but it was like their weekly update videos. And they did a bit of a teaser like the weekend before, like I think either Sunday or Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
that they were gonna announce something on June 5th, because June 5th was their sorry, it was like their live stream. That's what it was. It was their live
Yeah.
stream,
Yeah.
and that's when they explained the whole Forsaken update.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, then I might have. Well, okay. Let's be honest. I'm not gonna check it out because I don't have that much interest in Destiny. I played the first one a little bit because my friends were playing it, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm hoping that it does get better despite the. I mean, despite me actually, saying that it sucks, but like,
Yeah, honestly,
I'm
because
always I'm always looking for games to do well, but I do
right,
want Anthem to be better than what Destiny has ever been because I'm
definitely.
excited to play that because you can fly.
Wait,
I love flying in video games.
is it strictly an Xbox? I never recalled if that's good.
Ooh, that's no. I think it's gonna be Xbox, PC, PlayStation.
Okay. Cause I don't know if I don't know if it was that game that was telling that they were talking about being an Xbox or Microsoft exclusive.
I
Kind
don't
of like
think it will be. That'd be. I mean, people would play it, I'm sure, but it would be limiting itself. Maybe it won't be on PlayStation, but it's definitely gonna be on PC.
right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll have to see. I have to look into that.
Hmm. So the next day is what's today? It was today, Sunday,
Yeah.
which started with fucking Microsoft, I believe, because there was Microsoft, Bethesda, Devolver Digital for today. Microsoft did very well today. They released a ton. They announced a ton of games. They didn't talk about any of their bullshit today. I mean, they jerked themselves off, but not like
Oh yeah. I mean, they even had like who's that main guy that was talking? I don't know
I
if he
don't
was the
know his
CEO or
name.
something. Apparently, he doesn't come around like E3s too often.
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh,
that announcer guy.
hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, they like I said, they talked about a lot of stuff. Again, I missed a lot of it because um I wasn't there. I didn't catch it live, but I did rewatch it. I didn't grab everything because it felt weird to not be able to post it live. I should have, but I'll probably post it later on, either tonight or tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But they came some of the they came out with a lot of indie games, but some of the highlights for Xbox was them. For whatever reason, Square Enix allowed Xbox to do their release for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh really? That's
Yes.
interesting.
So it's Kingdom Hearts is quote unquote officially coming out in what was it?
January.
January 29th, 2019. So the end of January next year.
All right.
So
What do you say, quote unquote?
maybe I say quote unquote because been delayed to high hell.
I mean, yeah, but they haven't done any like they didn't really do any like release dates during that time, did they?
True, but you never know what happens with them.
I mean that's true.
Because I mean, this technically, I mean, in the grand scheme of it all, this is coming out pretty soon, in a sense.
Right.
Because the way I think about it, soon for this game is within the next 5 years.
I don't know. They spent a good what 3 years so far on it, right?
No,
Or
it's not,
two?
it's been way longer than they've been working on it. I'm pretty sure since two,
Oh,
which
okay.
came out in like fucking 2013, 2012.
Something with I think it was like 2011 or something maybe.
Maybe, yeah, maybe even before. I don't fucking remember, but it's been a long ass time.
Right.
And so far, the worlds that are confirmed in it are Frozen's World, Tangled World, Toy Story World, Monster Inc. World, Hercules World, and I think that's it that's been shown on trailers. You can also do summons of Wreck-It Ralph and Simba and Ariel and other bunch of weird shit. The combat's been updated. You get a whole bunch of weird transformation stuff going on. I don't know how any of that works, but it looks really cool.
Even more so than the second one.
Even more so than the second one. Like it's not like based on, oh, my clothes change and now I can use two keyblades. No, it's like, hey, I met Elsa. Now I have super magic ice powers. Now I can like fucking start shitting out ice all over the place while skating around. I'm like, okay, you right. You right. That's how that works. And then like other places you get oh no. This is how it worked. Each world has a special transformation that you have.
Okay.
Either
Okay.
you either you can only do it in that world or you get it there and you can use it other places. So Elsa's is this ice transformation kind of deal. Um, in Toy Story, you get that drill hammer.
Mm-hmm.
In Monsters Inc., you get the yo-yos. So I don't know. I don't remember if they said that all that transfers back, but it's fucking cool. They're also bringing back the gummy ship system, which I'm very happy about because I
Hey.
love that stuff. But so look out for that. They also announced again, don't know why it wasn't at Sony, but Shonen Jump is having a fighting game that looks really pretty actually. It's called Jump. Oh fuck, what was it? Uh, I don't remember what it was called, but it was Jump something.
Mm-hmm.
So just it's this Shonen Jump crossover fighting game. So you got your Naruto's, you got your Goku's, you got your Luffy's fighting each other in the
Just
in
like
the
a
trailer. Yeah,
just like a
what?
fighting game with anime characters.
Yeah, it's a fighting game with anime characters
All
essentially,
right.
but prominent ones.
Prominent. Well, yeah, the mainstream ones.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I guess is everything Jump comes out with mainstream.
So far, they have a record of that.
So, I guess.
They're a pretty big publishing company.
Hmm. I mean, I guess we'll see, but that's coming out at some point. Hey, their next Halo installment, Halo Infinite's coming out,
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that.
right? And they didn't show any gameplay, but they said
No,
it's going to be Master Chief's biggest adventure, so maybe it'll be bigger than the other one. So look out for that.
maybe.
Before I get to their game streaming service, they're coming out with a Gears of War mobile game, a Gears of War XCOM style game, and Gears of War 5.
Yeah, Gears of War 5.
So
Jesus,
look out for that.
that's so much Gears of War.
I know. Well, it's because people have waited for a very long time.
I guess. I mean, the mobile game though, that was kind of like sort of out of the nowhere. It seems like.
Yeah, they're using. It seems like they're gonna use like the Nindroid images.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's fascinating.
because that's what that because like so Microsoft was like, yeah, okay, we're gonna talk about our next game, and then the Gears of War logo showed up and everyone got super excited because they haven't had a Gears of War in like 3-4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then out comes like a chibi, the main character of the game, like the Nindroid version, and Grunt came out and some other girl came out, and then
Right.
blah 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 blah. It's gonna be a mobile game, and then they showed the XCOM style game. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what XCOM is, it's like a turn-based. It's a
Sort of
turn-based
RTS.
strategy game, kind of RTS, but not real time,
Mm-hmm.
where you can guide your characters where to go up, upstairs and stuff, so they can get a good shot, and you get a chance of whether or not you're going to shoot them and stuff like that. If you haven't played XCOM, I'm sure you've seen the Mario Raving Rabbits. Think that, but maybe that's not a good example because some people don't like it because of the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's that fighting game mechanic, but XCOM, not
Okay.
fighting game, but that
Okay.
combat style for
Okay.
for Gears of War, and then Gears of War 5, which Marcus Phoenix, that's the main character's name. From what it looks like, he's not the main character in this one. It's some girl with connection to the flood. No, whatever enemies that they're the locusts.
Yeah, I think you're confusing the flood with Halo.
Yeah, I am. So it's some girl that was connection to the locust and some black guy. I don't know. I didn't play the games. Leave me alone. And I never. No, I had an Xbox, but I was never an Xbox fanboy, so I never bought it. Let's see what else we got.
Division Two.
We, huh?
Division didn't Microsoft also do Division 2 as well?
They did, but my friends, I watched it with my friends. We were talking and saying like they're doing the exact same thing they did for Division 1,
Mm-hmm.
where when they came out with it at E3, where they showed up all this super fantastical fake acting BS, and then the game came out and it was trash. And over half the features that they said that were going to be in the game weren't there. Like, for example, remember, I don't know if you watched it last time, but like in the trailer, it was like, oh yeah, so we're quote unquote talking to each other as friends. We just finished. We're in the middle of a mission. Hey guys, I can't get to my game system right now. Let me hop on my tablet and play
Oh
as
yeah,
a
the drone.
fucking drone. And I'm like, watching it, and like that's kind of cool. And then it wasn't in the game at all.
Yeah, I remember
Like,
that. I remember.
and there was a couple other things like how the map worked. Like you couldn't encounter other players in certain zones in the actual game, but apparently in the fucking in the trailer you could do whatever you want. But this is for the first one. The
Right. Yeah.
second one was a bit more grounded. They still had the BS, acting, but it looked like it was the actual game and not some BS.
Like it looked more believable.
It looked way more believable. So we'll see what happens with that. Shit, what else? Oh, Microsoft also came out again, like with they're pushing out a lot of indie games. They got Tunic, they got Ori and the Will of the Wisps, they got fucking a lot of stuff that I can't call off the top of my head, but they got a lot. Um, they one of the again another one of the bigger announcements is that they're coming out with fucking Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah.
That's finally getting or finally got a trailer. No release date, nothing else, but we
Yeah.
finally got a trailer for Cyberpunk 2077. And I know we talked about this one before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, made by the same people that made the Witcher games, CD Projekt Red.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm looking hella forward to this, and the world that they're in looks pretty good. As it says, it's a cyberpunk kind of style game. I think Xbox released this. There's DLC coming out for Cuphead,
Oh yeah, yeah, there is.
where you get to play. So new. There's going to be a new island, new bosses, blah 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 blah. Can't wait to fucking either watch people play it or play it myself finally. But they're also releasing, third player
Oh really?
mechanics where you play as, the Chalice ghost girl, Mrs. Chalice.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You,
That's pretty cool.
she becomes an actual player character.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Now you can 3-man it.
Now you can 3-man it. More fucking chaos.
Oh yeah. Just get even
Um.
harder at that point.
Uh. See, after that was Bethesda. No, yeah. So after them was Bethesda. One thing I'm super excited for, From Software, the people that made Dark Souls, came out with their own samurai game. Boy, fucking yo, it's called Sekiro. Oh my god, it looks so cool. Oh my god, I wish I could talk more about it, but it was literally like, it looked like it was more like about like, parrying attacks left and right, not like parrying in the sense that, oh, you parry them, now you get to stab them. It's like you have to deflect their attack at perfect timing, and they're like all the enemies look gross as hell. And it's like some sort of like weird post-apocalyptic fucking Japan or something. I don't know. I'm hella excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's like a Dark Souls world set in Japan, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a game similar like that. There's
Neo.
Neo, but like From Software's like, hey, fuck you, Neo.
Like challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted, exactly. So now there's two Samurai Souls, and we'll see which one is the better one.
Let's see which one. Let's one kicks your ass harder.
Exactly. I can't fucking wait. Um,
There's also
one
Code
last
Vein, right?
what?
I don't know. I don't know if they announced Code Vein. Or they
Code
announced,
Vein was already announced. That's
or
coming out. Oh yeah, that did get a release date. That's coming out later this year. I think in August.
okay.
So yeah, that's coming out this year. Life is Strange is getting a new game. So in this one, you just play a very imaginative little boy, and it's about him and his dad. I guess I don't fucking know. I don't know how I feel about it. It looks cute, but if you're into Life is Strange and how it writes its stories, you might like it. I'm not a fan of Telltale games, but Telltale, whatever it is.
Tall. I think it's Tall Tale.
Is it Telltale Games? I thought it was.
Or Telltale.
I don't know. Whatever it is. But if you're a fan of Life is Strange and you like its writing, maybe you'll enjoy it. Or if you like little boys, but not in the weird way, then do as you do. And I think that's. I mean, it's not all for Xbox. Again, there's a lot of stuff I missed.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a pretty good conference. Oh yeah, I fucking forgot. Xbox is doing a game streaming service.
Oh yeah, we did mention this actually a while ago.
Yeah, we were talking about how they might be coming out with this in like some kind of PC deal, but they didn't they didn't talk about anything with PC. But they are doing excuse me, they are doing the streaming service, which I think is cool.
So how does it work?
So it's like $10 and you can play whatever games I guess they have available for you. Um,
So it's like Netflix in a way, like Netflix style kind of
it's
like
kind of, I guess
game.
it's kind of like Netflix style, except I don't. They said like fast streaming and stuff like that, or something like that, so that I guess it wouldn't. Uh, while you're playing it, you didn't have to it, be bogged down so much by your shitty internet.
Okay.
So I think it's still going to be the streaming style, but it's supposed to work.
Okay. Okay.
Is the best way to say it.
All right. Question though, like,
Yeah.
uh, I just drew a blank here for a second. Oh, is it so? You don't own any of the games, right? Like, it's not like you own any of the games. Kind of
No,
deal here,
it's
right?
not like you own it. No, you pay $10 a month or week or whatever. No, probably not a week. $10 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And you get access to all these games that you can stream and play whenever you want. And I guess they'll be pushed and pulled out as time goes on. And this will all be Xbox titles.
Mm-hmm.
So no, there's not going to be any PlayStation, no Nintendo, none of that. It's just all Xbox. So it's essentially I guess they're trying to compete a little bit with Steam. But the thing is, they specifically said they're all going to be, console quality. So it's not going to be like super graphically blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
gonna be
know
cocked.
if yeah, I don't know if it's going to be on PC. Actually pretty sure it will be, but like you
Oh,
can
that'd be cool.
expect the the streaming service on the Xbox to play well enough.
Right, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the whole PC route because I mean because we already have Steam for PC in a
This is
sense.
true, and most games that come out on Xbox are on Steam.
Right.
But I think it's mostly looking at all the older games
Okay. All
because there's a
right.
lot of games on Xbox that aren't available on PC.
All right.
Or, I mean, there's backward compatibility with all of the Xbox ones, but like, there's still, a lot of stuff people either forgot or don't have access to.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Like, it's not like you have a whole archive of all of, like I guess a good portion of their games that they've released,
Yeah,
and it's just for the subscription, you can essentially play all these games
yeah,
at your leisure. So
yeah.
it sounds
So
pretty cool.
I think it's a pretty good idea on their part. I don't know how well it's going to go over with people, but I think it's a step somewhere. They're every business evolves, so they're trying something. So I'm excited about that.
I guess now there's gonna be since there was Netflix and chill. Now there can be Xbox and chill.
Yeah. And then after Microsoft was Bethesda. I personally think Bethesda fucking kill it. Specifically, uh, all the when Todd Howard walked out on the stage. If you don't know who Todd Howard is, he worked on the Elder Scrolls and Fallout games, the recent ones, not the Fallout Tactics or the really old Elder Scrolls games. I believe his team's first one was Morrowind and Fallout 3. Um, shit, what is it? Uh, but yeah, they came out with a lot of shit. So first things up, before we get into all that other stuff, the stuff I just said, they talked a little bit more about Rage 2, if you've ever heard of it.
Asking me, or are you asking the audience?
Well, both.
Okay. I mean, I haven't played any Rage games or
Oh,
the Rage game.
well, I mean, I don't want to, remove any thunder from anybody that might be interested in the game,
Right.
but like, it wasn't. All right, the first one was okay. It was fun, but it's not like, ooh, man, Rage is the fucking, it wasn't that great. And unfortunately, what they showed at E3 didn't look that great. It looked like, oh, it'd be a fun shooter, and then you forget about it.
Oh, okay. So
So,
not too memorable.
not super memorable, unfortunately. Um, Regarding the Elder Scrolls MMO, they're getting a DLC for Black Marsh, where the Argonians were born, or I guess their home country or whatever, however they province, whatever they want to call it. You get to go there, which I think is the first time in any of the Elder Scrolls games. I think. I'm not sure because I haven't played the really old ones. Um, let's just say it's the first time you get to go there when it actually matters to anybody.
Right.
And if you're like 600 years old and you've done the old ones, no one cares.
Okay.
um, Doom got a sequel where, from what it looks like, because you know how normally, Doom takes place on Mars, or maybe you didn't know that, Jomel. But
No, I
for
knew
most, you did. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I
I didn't know. I didn't know how much of a piece of shit you were, but
Of
um,
course. I'm only a
no, but
pedophile, you know.
you're right. That's all you are.
Yep, apparently.
Nothing else.
I'm not, by the way. I'm don't hold me to that, FBI.
Well, hold him a little bit to it.
Hey, I might have defended the lowly tag, but
We
I'm
both defended it, but for different reasons.
same reason. Same reason.
Um, um. So yeah, Doom got a sequel. Instead of being on Mars, it looks like it's on Earth. So if you, from what they say, it's double the size of the previous Doom.
Oh,
So more punching, more gut killing, more gore, more fun gore.
more hell.
More hell as we expect from Doom.
Right.
If you've ever heard of Quake Champions, that's free to play this week. Yeah, that's it. That's it for. Or actually, it's not. I'm not saying that's it, but that's all for Quake Champions. That they said it was free for the week. Actually,
It's
did
free
they
for the
say
week.
anything?
They said
Yeah.
it was free for the week, but also they said if you log in now and then after the week ends, you can still play it for free. Apparently.
Oh, you can. Okay, so yeah, so you can keep playing it after the week's done as long as you log in.
Yeah, as long as you log in during this week, and then you can still play it afterwards, even after the
Mm-hmm.
week. Apparently.
One of my favorite bits of news, even though I didn't play a lot of this game, I only played maybe about an hour or two of it. Prey
Oh yeah.
is finally getting its new game plus, which is weird to me that it wasn't in the game already.
Right.
They're getting a survival mode. They didn't really talk about it much, and they're also getting a Moon DLC where you go through. Everything happens on this moon or the moon. I don't know. And it's like a bunch of uh, procedurally generated rooms and monsters and shit. And so every time you go through, it's different. And I thought that was going to be pretty cool because, the way Prey is set up, all your powers, all your guns can be used to solve a bunch of different shit. So, however it puts it all together, it sounds really cool. Have you played Prey?
I have, yes. I mean, I played about like the same amount as you have, maybe a little bit more so. I mean,
well, it's because you own it.
No, I actually rented it.
Oh, you did? Never mind.
Yeah, that was a rental.
Okay.
I enjoyed it for the most part, but it got slow in the end. So I mean, this is gonna. I feel like the new updates going in is gonna pick it back up, pick it back up again.
Yeah. Well, especially because all the stuff I just said, I believe that's available today. I'm not super sure about the Moon DLC. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's good for today. But they are coming out with a new mode later on. Did they say August or was it October? I don't remember.
It was a fall date, I think.
Sometime in the fall.
Yeah.
They're coming out with like a prop hunt style kind of
I mean, it makes sense.
game mode. It really does. Where what is it? Was it two groups or was it like 1v5 or something? Well, one side are like the mimics, and you can turn into cups, bananas, and whatever the fuck you can turn into and Prey. And then there's the other side of people that are hunting you down. And if you've never played those kind of games, like, yeah, it sounds super simple,
Mm-hmm.
but like prop hunt just as a concept is hugely popular online, like in Gmod and fucking they've been doing Halo mods for a bunch of stuff that allow creation are trying to find ways to do prop hunt in them, and it honestly looks fun. If you've ever watched YouTubers play it, it's fucking hilariously fun.
Now, because it's prey,
Hmm.
do you think you'd have the is you think that you would have the ability to change into something else?
Wait,
Because I know in
say
some
that again. You cut out.
oh sorry about that. Because it's prey, do you think like the mimic side they would be able to change into something else? You know, if they didn't, if they were, let's say they're running away and then they grab something else. Because in normal prop hunt, you only get one object to like be right.
Oh, I'm sure, because like in certain prop hunts, you when you select your item, that's all you can. You're that item, and if you decide to, you can change
Oh, okay,
in
okay,
some. So it depends on which ones you play. But
right.
so I would imagine, the mimics have the ability to change into whatever the hell they want. So I'm sure they can just do it on the fly.
Yeah, because I can imagine them starting off as like like the basic like black mimic, and then they just run around and get the item they want, and then if
Yeah,
shit goes down, they can like get out of that, and then turns like a trash can or something in
right,
between all the action.
right. So I imagine they'll let you do that. What I'm wondering though is, can you attack the hunters?
Oh, that's true.
Because
Yeah.
in most prop hunts, you can't. Is once you're found, you run away until you die,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
until you get away, or whatever.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. Like that.
Yeah,
That would bring a different element to the prop hunt, like
the
scene.
right, the hunters are also the hunted, and vice
Exactly.
versa. Like I love that. That's cool. But we'll have to see once one time gets a little closer to that, because I'm sure they're gonna do a video about it at some point soon. Not soon,
Right.
but when it gets closer.
Yeah. Definitely
So
this summer. Sometime this summer.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. In fact, I'm gonna try to get my hands on a prey at some point in time, because I do want to try that. That sounds
Mm-hmm.
great, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Next up, they released out Wolfenstein. That's getting an actual sequel
Yeah.
in 2019.
That's
Um,
Wolfenstein Youngbloods.
yeah, Wolfenstein Youngblood. It's starring, I think it's, didn't they say it was the main character's twin daughters?
Yep, it is.
So you get to play as them, and through a whole new story mode, through a whole new story, whole new, it's his own thing. And I don't know what the tone's gonna be of that one, because the tone of Wolfenstein, this is Wolfenstein 2, right?
Yeah, Wolfenstein 2.
Well, this tone of Wolfenstein 2 was a little, goofy,
But yeah, playful. It was very
playful.
playful.
And, I appreciate that. But the way they presented Youngblood, it seems like it's gonna be serious.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't mind. I haven't played any of the Wolfenstein games. I want to play 2 because it looks really fun.
Mm-hmm.
But, whenever the fuck that happens.
I mean, you probably can
Um,
get it on discount nowadays.
yeah, I imagine. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about Microsoft. They're coming out with fucking Devil May Cry 5.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Now,
around.
now, I don't think this has anything to do with DMC. I don't know if it's like supposed to be, that, but it's no, yeah, it's not. It's specifically Devil May Cry 5 with the Dante we know from 1 through 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's you're playing as his son, not as Dante. Dante is an old
Okay.
man or 40-year-old, whatever he is,
Middle aged.
middle aged, and like this one's a bit more, a bit more modern. You got a robot arm. You got like this cool like engine sword. It looks pretty good, and I'm looking forward to it because I do like the Devil May Cry series. I haven't played all of them. I'm pretty sure I played 2, 3, and 5, and DMC. No, wait, 2, 4, and DMC.
Okay.
Or did I just play 4 and DMC? I don't fucking remember. I played some of them, but I am looking forward to Devil May Cry 5 because it looks pretty awesome. Looks pretty legit. Because again, I have a hard on for robot arms and
Swords.
Swords. Also, some people said, they don't like the girl that's tagging along with them. I think she's cute. I think she's adorable. She's like this little high strung, goofy ass nerd girl.
I mean, every
I don't know.
badass needs a quirky sidekick.
That's right. And I'm super fucking excited about that. Now, this is about the time when fucking God Howard walked out. And I call him God Howard because so far, the last few E3, well, was it the last two? I don't remember. He dropped some fucking bombs.
Right.
Like whether you care about the Fallout or Elder Scrolls series, that's understandable. But if you do, like, you understand, like, this was some shit. So we finally
Like a
got
nuke
more
was about to
information.
drop.
What'd you say?
Like a nuke was about to drop.
The nuke literally fucking dropped, and you can continue to drop nukes, which I'm about to fucking, about to say. So Fallout 76, we've all heard about it at this point in time. And we know that it's going to be the first technically in the series. Like, it's the prequel to all the games that are out now. You're 25 years after the war that started all this, and you're out there. You start the game by yourself in Vault 76, and you get to go out there and fucking be a person. But it's all online, so you can play with your friends.
Yeah.
And that silence was for the resounding "yeah" from the audience, but we won't be able to hear them.
Yeah, either that or a no, because I know there's both sides to the.
That's
There's two
true.
sides to this.
That is true. There are some worrying things. Now, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna toot their horn because I like Fallout,
Mm-hmm.
but there are some worrying things. Now, they said that there's only going to be dozens of players in any given server
Mm-hmm.
because their reasoning was like, it's the apocalypse. You're not going to see fucking 50 players running around.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, also it'd be less chaotic as well.
It'd be a lot less chaos. Well,
I mean, less chaotic than it
well,
needs to be.
you're right. You're right. The map's supposed to be twice as big as the one in Fallout 4, so that's pretty decently sized.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's all the new mechanics it's bringing. One, again, it's co-op. You can play it single player and do quests and shit like that. They didn't really talk about what the story was gonna be, so I'm a little concerned with that. And they toot it like, oh, you can, it's your rules. You make whoever you choose who's gonna be the villains, who's gonna be the good guys, whatever, blah blah blah. But I don't know how that's going to transfer to the fucking, single player. But maybe it does it well enough. Who knows? They're allowing you to build bases again. And I know a lot of people like, oh, fucking bases, brr. Well, this time you can build them wherever you want and move the whole damn structure if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, since it's at least dozens of players on the map, they're going to show up and try to fuck your shit up. So you need to either be able to move quick or, defend it or
quick.
something.
Yeah.
So that's why they're bringing in the online aspect, because they've never done a game, any of the Fallout or Elder Scrolls games multiplayer, and this is their first attempt. And they're coming out with a beta in November.
No.
Or is it the beta's coming out early? The game's releasing in November.
Yeah, that was a surprising thing for me. I was surprised about the early, like, this year date, year release date.
They did it for Fallout 4. It came out a month after it was released or announced.
Is that what did they do that?
Yes.
Oh wow.
But this time it's a couple more months because they have to go through the beta. But
right, exactly. I mean, this is online, so they're gonna have to like work a few kinks and all that.
Right. So that's happening. Again, you can do base building, you can do all this shit. But one of the really unique things is, in order, I guess, to do map control, players have the ability to go find nuclear codes and find a nuclear, a nuclear launch site and not launch nukes in places in the fucking, in the world. It might be like, you get like, maybe you get regions on your map. Like maybe there's like 6-7 regions. You can choose to nuke one of them, And so whatever's there gets fucked. Um,
That's gonna be insane, man.
yeah, and then so the cool thing is, so you nuke your next door neighbor Jim because he's an asshole. Then you can go to Jim's nuked house and search for like special materials that can only be found in recently nuked areas
Mm-hmm.
that you can use for whatever the hell you're going to use them for. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that game's gonna do pretty well because a lot of people like Fallout despite
Mm-hmm.
them not liking the story of four, but I think it's gonna be pretty good. But that's just me. What do you think, Jomel?
I think yeah, I think so. I mean, I played Fallout 4. I
Hmm.
played I did play 3, but that was like a long time ago. But
Yeah.
I guess bringing in like the island aspect of it, it's gonna be interesting because like I guess like it does breathe more life
Yeah.
into the game because you know that the player next to you is there,
Hmm.
so you can either both get yourselves in the shit or and fight your way out of it. And I think it's a different take on it. So
Hmm.
I mean it's I guess it's refreshing in a sense, especially for the
Yeah,
Fallout
it's
series.
definitely refreshing. I'm just worried about how the story's gonna go.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Cause like if they're going with the whole thing where they said forging your own path and all that,
Hmm.
it's I mean it's really open ended whether you like that kind of style or not.
Right.
Cause it just seems like it's more of like a end game kind of thing, like end game phase where you know how you like
Hmm.
after you finish the main story, there's just a bunch of different side quests. I'm hoping
Yeah.
it's not gonna be just a lot of side quests where it kind of adds up to maybe like a whole story. I'd like
Yeah.
there to be like a main story, like a main campaign, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Because if they specifically said like all the NPCs in the game are going to be other players, I'm like, hold on.
Yeah,
If there's only
exactly,
dozens of players, that means there's only dozens of NPCs in a world twice the size of Fallout 4.
exactly.
So that's not going to fucking work unless there's you say dozens, like there's like fucking what's a multiple of 12? 48, maybe more than that.
Right.
Fucking
Like in a way, I'm kind of hoping it's sort of like I guess I hope they kind of go the way like how what is it Hunter World was like where there's
hmm
there's a main story but then after the main story then that's you can do everything else in between you can do everything else afterwards but you can also do that main story quest with other players as well.
yeah.
Like I'm hoping it's there's something that you can just jump into together and all that and that there's a main
Right.
story to be done.
hmm So yeah, that's definitely what I'm hoping for. Otherwise, if they don't have that, then that game won't last very long because people can only interact with each other for so long.
Before they start nuking each other.
Well, I mean, they're gonna nuke each other regardless, but
Well,
before the world literally becomes too toxic to play, like
yeah.
that's kind of a pun, but like
Oh
you guys know what
man.
I mean because
I
people are
wonder how
shitty.
I wonder how long that Fallout is gonna how long that Fallout is gonna stick around after
Well,
you nuke a
it's
zone.
I imagine it'll stay up for about maybe in-game hour or so. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
or not in-game hour, but like out of game hour.
Right.
So that way when it happens, no, maybe not even just that, maybe it'll last until like you nuke another place, or maybe there's maybe a couple days timer, I don't know, because you have to have time to go in there, get shit, and come back.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I don't know. And plus they said that since there's no yeah, they're gonna handle everything server side for them, so everything's gonna be fully supported by them, so you don't have to worry about your own really shitty internet or hosting anything.
Yeah. Exactly. So.
But that also means that there's no specific servers and you're just kind of dropped in either with your friends or some dozen other fuckos. But you do bring all your experience from other games.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
you,
cool though.
you
That's,
get
I
all your
mean,
weapons, all that shit and stuff.
it's sort of like how it's sort of like Destiny in a way, like
Yeah.
that kind of drop, like dropped in, and then you do shit.
Um, but so yeah, that's essentially everything about Fallout 76. I mean, there's not much else to say. I mean, it takes place in West Virginia.
West
The enemies look
Virginia.
gross as fuck.
There's a
Like,
giant bat
goddamn.
dragon thing.
Oh my god, that thing's terrifying.
When I saw that come in, I was like, "Holy shit, is that a dragon?" It's like, no, it's a bat. Jesus Christ.
Like, and all your shit's destructible. So if that thing flops onto your base, it's gone. Like your
Exactly.
base is fucked. Like Jesus. But it looks a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm so
It
excited.
does. It does. It definitely does.
After that, they talked about this new Elder Scrolls game. It's not like Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, we'll get to that in a second.
Well,
But
hold on, John. We forgot about there's. I don't know
did I forget
if you want to
something?
mention it, but there's a Fallout Shelter as well. Like the
Oh yeah,
certain
yeah, I
updates of
forgot.
it.
Fallout Shelter's coming to consoles, including the Switch,
So yeah, it's free.
and
It's still
it's
free.
still going to be free. So look out for that. Because Fallout, it was funny. He said that it what was like some 400 million players.
100 million players
Was it
can.
100 million? Oh,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fallout Shelter.
um, and Fallout Shelter has had more players than all their actual games combined.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's fucking great. But so yeah, there's that. Um, they also have the new Elder Scrolls game called Elder Scrolls Blades, which is a mobile style game. It's going to be on mobile, but it's also going to be on consoles and VR. So look out for that.
Did they say consoles also?
Yeah, consoles as well.
Okay.
Where it's not nowhere near your class, the same Elder Scrolls you kind of know, where it's like, open world, go fuck a tree or something. Um, with mods. Let me before I go back into this, Fallout 76, because of its online nature, I doubt there's gonna be like open source mods,
Yeah,
except for single player,
definitely. Yeah.
because you can't have titty mods when little Jimmy's playing with you.
I don't know. I think little Jimmy wants to see some good Kahootas.
I'm sure he does, but little Jimmy's mom does not want him to see Kahootas.
Well,
And then if little Jimmy does see Kahootas, Jimmy's mom's gonna get pissed at Bethesda, and Bethesda's gonna lose some money. So
yeah.
I'm imagining they'll allow the creation club for the online bit, but for single player they might allow for open source modding. Maybe, I don't know. They didn't talk about it during E3,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know.
And
But
there's still more to come for that. So
yeah, I mean, if anything, they're still using the engine from Fallout 4, so it could, all the mods should be able to work.
just carry over.
Not maybe not carry over because it's
Oh,
different source coding and shit like that.
oh yeah, it's true. Yeah.
But you'd be able to again start fresh, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Hopefully, we can get the open source mods for single player, but don't bet on it.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to Elder Scrolls Blades, it's a mobile style game where it's kind of like it's a dungeon runner, which essentially means you go into this procedurally generated dungeon and you fight monsters over and over. It's kind of roguelike ish. Well, it is roguelike. You go in, go as far as you can, and then you die and you kicked out. I guess you keep whatever money or blah 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 whatever. However, it's gonna work. And you go to your town and you build shit in your town to help you upgrade shit. So you go back into the dungeon and go further, all that kind of deal.
And mind you, this is a mobile game as well.
This is a mobile game and it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like console quality, maybe not like PS4 console quality, but like PS2, PS3 console quality.
Yeah, it holds up.
It holds up. It looks good. It looks good on a phone, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it might even look better on a console or a PC.
Because apparently there was some like early talks about this project a while back, but they just
Oh,
couldn't say
really?
anything. They
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
anything
You're
because
right.
of it, because of like the nature of it,
Yeah.
and like what like they didn't even have the technology to even pull it off at the time
Right, they really didn't. But
when the talks
now
started
it's,
happening.
it's here. It'll come
Yeah,
out
they said fall.
fall. So you can
Yeah,
pre-order it now, which is weird because it's free, but
yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Oh no, apparently they said if you pre-order it, I think you get early access. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you can pay $10 and play it early. Whatever.
I don't. It's gonna be free though.
Yeah, well, to play it early
Oh, I.
because that'll give you an edge on other players because there's an arena mode
Yeah,
where you can
yeah.
fight other players cross-platform.
Mm-hmm.
So you again, little Jimmy could be on his iPhone, you know, swishing and slashing at some 30-year-old obese man on his VR set
Just swinging around in an open room.
in an open room. So who knows?
That'd be kind
Who
of
knows
cool.
how this is gonna go down? The
And
combat.
oh
What?
yeah,
Go on. Sorry.
no, well, I was gonna say like it's also could be in portrait. You can also put it in portrait mode. 'Cause apparently that was a thing for them.
Well, yeah, because like if you hold your phone to the side, you're obviously playing. Well, they fucking you. If you're at a business meeting, you can go to portrait mode to fucking play my game, so people don't know you're playing a game,
Yeah,
which is essentially the game rotates with your phone,
pretty
so you
much.
don't have to worry about only holding it to the side. If you didn't know, um, combat in the games is pretty. How would you explain it? I
Uh,
don't.
from looking at it, it reminds me a lot of like Skyrim, where it's like like run. I'm gonna run at you, stop, and then
Mhm.
start slashing away.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. Like it does kind of have that Elder Scrolls feel to it, if that
Hmm.
makes any sense.
Yeah, I got you.
Because it's not like it's not like what too arcadey in a sense where you kind of have your
Yeah.
encounter and then it's like still.
Well,
Um,
I don't think, well, at least on mobile, I don't think you can move after you've encountered anything because you can't
no,
click past the creature
yeah,
because
I
you have to
know.
click the ground to move forward.
I
I
mean,
imagine
yeah,
maybe on console you could, but
exactly. I mean, it seems it's like it's sort of a seamless transition where like from roaming around to like enemy walking up to you and start slashing away.
yeah,
It doesn't. There's not too much of a like a I guess interference when it comes to that transition.
right,
So let's Skull and Bones will come up to you and just starts hacking away. You can just start tapping away, kill that, get all the loot, and then just keep moving forward.
right,
So I mean, it's it's standard to what I guess comparable to Skyrim in the sense where you still just can't move, but it's not
yeah,
like it's not so static in a sense.
yeah. Well, you can also aim where you slash from what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because like I think you can well, you can either press the side of the screen to do one slash, or you can swipe across the screen to swipe somewhere to slash somewhere specific, and
Hmm.
then you have your shield and you have magic spells if you choose to use them, I guess. So I don't, I have to watch the trailer again to get a really good feel for it, but it looks good. I'm interested in playing it.
It
Obviously not
does.
on phone because my phone's a piece of shit, but
I mean, they'll demand at this point it'll demand like better Snapdragon processing and phones and crap like that.
exactly. Um, fucking what else we got? There's Elder Scrolls Blades. I don't again don't it's the game itself is coming out sometime in the fall, I guess.
Yeah,
But
because they didn't have a release date. It was
yeah,
just they said it was gonna be in the fall, but you can pre-order it now, get an early access.
yeah. I don't know when that early access is, but look
I'd
out
assume
for that
I'd assume like a month or something
probably.
pretty early.
And lastly from Bethesda, they never ever do this. Anytime they announce something, it's because it's coming out this year. But they decided to say, fuck it. We're going to announce two games coming out.
Mm-hmm.
One is called Starfield, which, you know, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls covers the magic and swords area. Fallout covers guns and weird radiation shit area. Starfield, I can only imagine, will cover space.
I don't think so. I think it's more
No, it's actually going to go back in time with dinosaurs.
exactly. You know,
But no,
I kind of have a weird
okay.
prediction about it. I think this is gonna be their entry in the quote unquote Destiny killer.
Ooh, that's an interesting take. If it's you
Yeah,
saying it might be online. Ooh.
because I
No,
mean,
no, no, no. They said it was going to be single player.
no, oh yeah, but like Destiny is like where like yeah, oh yeah, okay. Also, did they say it was gonna be just single player?
Yeah, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they said both were single player focus games.
Okay,
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they didn't say it for that, but they said it for the next one
because they said
specifically.
because I know they're like I mean like Starfield is their next adventure, like their original deal and all
Right.
that. So
To let you guys know, that one is coming out in 2019 after the next generation of consoles.
yeah,
So don't hold your breath.
exactly.
Um, they're also doing Elder Scrolls 6, which people have been asking for. Thank God, but
Right.
that's coming out after Starfield.
Exactly. So whenever
So
Starfield comes out, you'll expect more. Sorry. Uh, Elder Scrolls 6 to come
to
after.
come out at some point after.
Yeah.
So again, don't hold your breath. Um, but I mean that's all Bethesda came out with came for this year. And I'm fucking excited to be honest. Bethesda, I think Bethesda did the best out of everybody.
Yep. It's only day 2 right now.
Right. It's only day two. We got what is it? Well, we still have one more company to talk about. Whatever the fuck Devolver Digital did, whatever
Oh
they
yeah.
fucking put out. I don't. I watched it. I don't know what happened. I don't
Right.
even know if half their games are real. Like, um. So Devolver Digital, if you haven't heard of them, they made like Hotline Miami.
Oh okay.
Uh, I don't know what else they made, but they had last year they had some sort of theatrical skit going on during their press conference, and they were dropping, they were fucking meta as hell, right up there. Like they were like, I don't know why you pieces of shit want to buy this nostalgic crap. It looks plays awfully, and you're gonna pick it up. You're gonna pay your $700 and pick it up, play it for an hour, and put it down and never touch it again. I don't know why the fuck you want to do it, but we're gonna indulge anyway. But they were essentially they had that tone going on the entire time. So they are announcing. I don't know if this game's real. It's called Scum 2,
Jesus Christ.
where fucking like it's I guess it's a battle royale. I guess that's what they said. It's a sequel to I guess Scum. I don't know if that's a real game either, but no. My friends confirmed that it was a real game. It's on Steam. Um, and it's a battle royale about being a piece of shit human. I don't know.
I mean,
Fucking
being a scum.
I was flat. I was fucking dumbfounded the entire time. Um, so that's out, I think. There's a game called fucking My Friend Pedro Blood Bullet Bananas. Or yeah, Blood Bullet Bananas. Has I don't think it has too much to actually do with bananas. You're literally just some fucker that's too cool for school. You're fucking around with fucking like auto fire, rapid fire with guns, and you're just fucking flipping and jumping through the air. It's 2D. You're jumping and flipping through the air in slow motion, just shooting the shit out of people, and that's the game. Like you can shoot shit at like wall like at certain posts and it'll reflect all your bullets. You can shoot it at fucking you can throw a pan in the air and shoot at the pan, it'll reflect bullets in the enemies. Like you can fucking get on a skateboard, you shoot off the skateboard, do flips, kick the skateboard at people, jump back onto the skateboard and keep going. Fucking there's a whole bunch of stuff. That's just ridiculous and it looks great. So look out
Sounds
for that.
fun.
It does sound fun. Like I don't didn't you watch it? It happened like 5 minutes after Bethesda ended.
Did it?
Did
No, Bethesda was the last one.
No, it came out literally right. All that came out right after Bethesda.
Did it? Oh, I think I don't know which one. I don't know which live stream I was watching then.
Oh yeah,
Because I was watching
and
IGN's.
yeah, IGN was the one that I was watching.
Really?
They
Because
stuck
after,
around. They talked about it for about 5 minutes and then it started.
oh, I don't know. I don't know how I missed that, but it does sound fun though, just from your
It's
description of it, and from what the images I'm looking at right now, it looks interesting.
I don't fucking like I don't like you need to watch Devolver Digital's conference. It was fucking
Fun.
it was something. um and the last game, I don't remember what it was called because at this point in time my brain was not ready. It just couldn't do it anymore. Fucking like Blood Iron Wolf something like that, and you play, I guess you play this robot dude that's the president of the United States, and it's like shitty political and epic voice lines for no reason, and that's it. That's the game. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know if it's real. I have no idea if that game's real. I couldn't tell you. But there's a website called Mech America Great Again.
Oh my
Check it
god.
out. I don't fucking know. Like, you want to confirm whether that's real or not? That's on you. I'm not. I'm not. I'm saving my sanity. But that's all for E3 so far. Tomorrow we have Square Enix, Ubisoft, PC Gaming, and Sony. And then after that is Nintendo, and then a bunch of demos and interviews and shit. So
Yeah, it's called Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
what the fuck?
It's like a mech game.
I
Yeah.
don't. Is it real?
Uh,
Like
I
that's
mean, I'm
my
just
question. Is it a real game or
I'm
was I
just
having a
reading.
fever dream?
I mean, apparently it's coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC later this year.
Oh fucking K.
So we'll have to wait till then.
Like the details just started bleeding away and I didn't know what I was looking at anymore. Like, oh my god, they had a really good one. Like to be honest, because Devolver Digital is such a small company, however they got their space in E3, they had to make sure you remembered them, and they did it. Like I
Oh yeah.
fucking loved it. I loved every moment of their conference. It was fucking ridiculous. Um, but yeah, look out for those. This E3 is looking great, and I can't wait for Nintendo's. I pray to God I won't miss it.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't.
When's
I
Nintendo's
don't.
this? When is it gonna
Uh,
be?
it's that
Nintendo's.
one's Tuesday at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Are we in
Okay.
Pacific time or are we Eastern time? No, we're
We're
Pacific time.
central. We're central time. So Pacific time would be like what 2 hours ahead of us.
Damn it.
So from if it was 9 p.m. Pacific, it'd be like 7 p.m.
Okay.
Central.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Thank God. Thank God. Okay, so
Yeah.
6 a.m. is
Wait. Hold on.
Nintendo's. No, that doesn't make sense.
Sorry, no. If it's 9 p.m. over there, it'd be 11 p.m.
11.
here. Yeah, it'd be
Fuck.
11 p.m. here.
No, I gotta go to work. No.
11 p.m.
Yes. I have work at 1. Wait, no.
No, p.m. This is night. Oh no, are you saying a.m.? 9 a.m.
A.M.
Pacific time? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so
it'd be 11. It'd be 11 a.m. Pacific time then. Yeah.
I'm okay. No, I should be fine because it shouldn't go on for more than 2 hours.
Yeah. Because if you have worked at like what 1 o'clock, you'd be
I'll
fine.
just be late that day because I'm like, hey, I'm like, what? You're late. I'm like,
E3.
E3. Like, what's E3? Nintendo. What's Nintendo? Fuck you.
Exactly.
Like I gotta. They're not gonna. They might be there. I don't know. But if anything, they're just gonna do a Nintendo Direct. But I still have to fucking see it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm super fucking excited, and I know.
I'm,
Well, go on.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. You're about
I
to
was
like
gonna
go.
say I was changing it over to Sony, but if
Oh,
you had
okay.
something to say about Nintendo,
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna look into it too, just because like I'm at a this week at work. I'm at a good spot right now where I can just listen to watch E3 all day at work.
you're so fucking lucky.
So I'm gonna try to get as much coverage and just try to fill you in because I was thinking like the next time the next podcast we just do a giant run through of the whole E3.
Yeah, we'll so for viewers, listen, we'll do because we didn't do Frank's this week because again E3.
Yeah,
We'll finish up E3 for the next podcast, and we'll talk about Frank's because some shit apparently went down this week
yeah.
that I didn't watch.
I'll say this much. Just from me, a lot of shit went down. I'll say this much. Like Trigger, Trigger has never let go with Gynax and their style. I just say this
Oh, of
much.
course not. Of fucking course not. Like,
Like there's Gynax blood in Trigger's veins right now, and
oh,
it's
I feel it
beautiful.
in my dick right now. I
It's
feel it in
fucking
my
beautiful.
dick. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait.
Definitely.
Oh man, it's gonna be so good. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Sony's gonna drop some bombs because, like, yes, Xbox did pretty well this year.
Sony
As
does well
opposed
every
to
year though.
not really.
Not
Last year
really.
they came out with a lot of games, but they weren't a lot. There weren't a lot of exclusives. This year they came out with a lot of exclusives.
Right.
So you didn't just have to have you know PlayStation to play all the Xbox games that they talked about.
Right.
But they did pretty well. But I think Bethesda so far is killing it because
Mm-hmm.
damn. But I'm super excited for Sony because it seems like they, released all the games that they're gonna already be talking about.
Yeah, right. Or
So
that,
knowing Sony, oh, go on. Sorry,
no, no, no. Like I was gonna just say what you're gonna say, but yeah,
I'm like knowing Sony, they're gonna be like, but
just have Kojima run the whole Sony conference.
exactly. But if you peel back the foreskin, you'll see.
Oh god. Like Sony comes out and then it's just Kojima like just lit up
Oh my god.
and he's just running the entire show for the whole
I
conference.
wouldn't be able to do it if Kojima fucking hosted the fucking Sony's. It'd be because they're gonna talk about the game. I'm not ready for them to talk about it. I don't
You're
think
right.
anyone's ready. Like
The
it's so
it's so much like even with everything they've released so far of Death Stranding, like what else are they gonna say? So yeah, time traveling.
like
You get the time travel.
the more they show the game, the less I understand.
Exactly.
Like,
They're acting like they're helping us with all this exposure. It's like, no, you're not. You're just
I don't
making
know
more
what's
layers of
happening.
confusion.
There's fucking black beings in the air that can make you want to kill yourself. What? What are you talking about? You can't breathe. What? The babies in your esophagus? Who is that? Why?
Exactly.
Oh my god. But like,
And it's a
well,
battle royale too. It's probably gonna be a giant battle
you're
royale.
you're fucking right. Babies versus black people.
Oh my
Fucking
god. Oh dear lord. The ultimate battle royale.
the ultimate. I also heard rumors of Bloodborne 2, and
Ooh.
I'm excited for that because from Software has my entire cock
Oh
in their
yeah.
hand. Like they can do
They're doing a
do
good
as they
job right
will with
now.
it. Right, they're doing a real good job. Um, so I'm looking forward to it. Thinking back, Devolver Digital said From Software helped them with their fucking Blood Iron Wolf, whatever the fuck mech game.
Oh really?
That's what they said.
Oh wow.
From Software created this politically uh, bullshit over the top mech game for help them make it or produce it for them.
Wow.
And like I don't know. This is why it made me question whether the game was real or not because I didn't like I didn't know. I still don't know if all their games, minus the banana one, are real. Like I can't tell. But it's gonna be good. I don't know what Square Enix is gonna show because they already have Kingdom Hearts 3 out.
Maybe there's a recap on like, well, I don't know. I don't know if they're. I don't know. I don't know if they're doing anything, thinking of doing anything with Final Fantasy besides what the remake of 7.
The remake of 7, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna announce something for 15.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll do 16. Fucking who knows?
It's probably shit.
Maybe. But maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. And well, Ubisoft, I don't know if I'm expecting much from Ubisoft, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I mean, maybe more on Anthem, maybe a
Yeah.
little bit. Assassin's Creed, Odyssey.
Oh, yeah, right,
That
forgot.
that is a real thing, though. By the way,
Yeah, no, I saw.
uh, that,
Um,
they might go more detail into that.
yeah. So for viewers that have made it this far, if you couldn't tell, this was made before all the stuff that we just talked about happened.
Yeah,
So we'll probably eat our own words as to whatever happens. So
yeah, pretty much,
just to let you know that, just an update, and got to be transparent these days, otherwise you get labeled.
definitely.
But yes, so this is before all that happens. But hopefully our predictions are either true if they're good and not if they're false, if they're bad. So who, what, and whatnot. But I think we've been going on for enough time here
Yeah,
because
that was
my mouth is getting dry.
right. But there's before we go though, there is something I do want to announce. I don't know if you ran into it, Gerard, yet, but recently, what was it? Valve came out with an announcement this past week saying.
I did not hear anything about Valve.
So Valve came out this week saying that they're allowing everything on their site again.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did hear that.
So as long if it's if as long as it's not straight up illegal or trolling,
Hmm.
anything goes on for them at this point. So
Right, I did want to talk about that a little bit. I forgot.
Jiran, I think we won hentai
We
for all.
we
Hashtag
did
hentai for all.
we did win hashtag hentai for all. I'm surprised. You guys should fucking rejoice for that if you haven't
I
heard.
I know, right?
Like, oh my god.
You know the hashtag actually, because I did make a post about that like a while ago, and
Uh-huh.
it was actually like it wasn't trending, but there were people using the hashtag hentai for all.
Oh, I'm so
Apparently,
happy. People are saying things about us.
but like shit, I was ecstatic honestly when I found out. I was like,
Hmm.
God damn. And this is kind of funny too because there's actually some backlash apparently as well. There,
Backlash
yeah, like
from who?
there's like there's some like articles written like Polygon wrote an article about like how instead of taking responsibility they decided to just make a profit instead kind of deal.
What do you
Like,
mean responsibility? Don't let your kids play the game.
yeah, I mean, it's not so much backlash, but there's still the other side apparently that
Yeah, I
still
mean,
exists after the announcement.
there's always gonna be another side, but like there's a point where it's like responsibility of the person allowing whoever to play these games
Mm-hmm.
is at fault. Like, okay, if you want to say, all right, so we don't want people to play games where you fucking play Nazi Germany and you torture and destroy the world. Understandable, because it's super inappropriate. You can't have you raping every fucking thing. We can't have games that one game that was trying to come out, the one where you could play as a school shooter. Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
get that. I get you can't have those games because they're fucking wrong, you know? But if you're playing a game where you're literally dating people and you quote unquote have sex with them, but you don't see anything happen, why would that even be considered for taking it off? But
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
I
You
mean,
know,
shit.
we
What's
won.
not to like about anime titties?
Exactly. Everyone should love anime titties. Real titties too. All titties.
Yeah, exactly.
Except, legal titties. Always make sure they're legal titties.
Indeed, unless they're 5,000 years old, apparently.
I don't want to get into that.
No, but yeah, this is something to rejoice about, like, because I mean, like when Valve did like their blog post about it, they were talking about like how they don't want to have to like police on their site because they want to provide the service to those who have the creative freedom to make the games that they want to make,
Hmm.
and they even like said stuff like there's gonna be some stuff that you don't like that shouldn't be there, but there's also gonna be some stuff you do like but other people don't like. It's sort of
Hmm.
like a kind of you do what you can but don't trample on others kind of situation.
Right.
So I'm glad they did this move
Hmm.
because I mean it's liberating honestly.
Right.
It's creative freedom. It's what, personal responsibility also in a way.
Yeah, that's essentially it's exactly what it is. Oh, hey, I found some gameplay for that Shonen Jump game.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Jump Force. That's what it's called.
How's it looking?
It looks pretty good. It looks like, those when the people make those oh, this is what this game would look like in the Unreal Engine 4.
Oh,
It
okay.
looks like that. It looks like someone
Wow,
did that and just put, it's anime characters.
that's pretty cool actually.
So it looks pretty good. I like the particle effects. I like the way the characters are all shiny and shit. Um, it looks really good. I'm gonna try to fucking share it, but Facebook's weird sometimes. Here we go.
But other than that, at the WBA TV channel, there's gonna be a new video out.
Yeah.
There was some back and forth between me and apparently Sony. So I'm gonna have to re-upload that. It's gonna be the Fatoshi did nothing wrong video.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna rework it, re-upload that for all you to see. But when that is ready, the link will be ready down below.
Hmm.
So please watch, subscribe, and get notified on the other channel, on the WBA TV channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been going for a while here though, but we'll keep you up to date. Joel Drum will keep you up to date with E3, honestly.
Yep.
So
Again, unfortunately, I probably will miss some of the ones that are happening Monday. I'll probably miss a lot of Square Enix's because I have to catch my train at 9:13 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and it'll start at 12. Well, maybe I'll be able to post a little bit because I don't know because I'm coming in from again the fucking corn, so the Wi-Fi my data will drop at some point.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna do my best to keep you guys updated. Um, if you're looking at the Facebook page now, there's not a lot of my posts on it, but that's just because it's hard to quickly share what I type to immediately to the page because there's like for whatever reason it takes a lot longer for it to load, and by
Right.
that time more news has happened, so I have to post it on my actual Facebook. Then I'm gonna transfer it all over.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if
So
anything, like again, I'll if it's okay with you, Drew, I'll link them your Facebook. You know, just
that's
if you
fine.
want to be
I
friends with
don't
him.
fucking care. I don't use it for anything.
You can follow him down below. You know, his personal Facebook account. He'll do all the things, what he needs to do.
Yep.
But other than that, make sure to always follow us on our other social medias: Facebook, Twitter, yeah, Facebook, Twitter, and make sure to always find us on any other podcasting app. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher app, and anything else that you can do with an RSS feed. All right.
Yeah.
So as always, guys, my name is Jomel Socorro,
My name's Dron Gaddis.
and we are the Wannabe Boo podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for life. Talk to you next time, guys.
Fuck, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I completely zoned out. Oh my god. All right, one day I'll get this right.
Go ahead. No, just go ahead, Jarrell.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next time. Yeah.
There we go. That's how it's done.
I completely zoned out. Sorry.